So now I kind of look a little bit better as a bass player because I have like a bass that has an actual um, it has a brand name, right? So then that means that we basically are official, right? Like, can somebody toss me a gig? I mean, can I go play with somebody? I mean, I'm official. Nah, for real. So this is an Ibanez SR 300. So shout out to Jim on the Scott's Bass lesson. He actually is one of the administrators. He handled like comments and he's very encouraging and he helps us out. And he's a new subscriber to the channel, so welcome, Jim. But Jim has actually helped me with suggesting a bass to buy. I've been looking at Ibanez. I really liked Ibanez um, because of the thickness of the neck. So I never really showed before, but the depth of the neck on my old guitar, which by the way was a Wish guitar for $73. Can't be mad. Got me into the bass, and I was able to make some progress. So, but the uh, the neck is very thick in the depth, and then as it gets down here, like I can barely like get my hand around the neck. Um, I feel like I'm straining awkwardly, and so I like the Ibanez because of the neck specifically, and how it sets up and the thickness. So anyway, I like it. I like it a lot. Um, it has way more control and knobs and all sorts of stuff. I just put everything at the middle for now because I don't know. I don't know enough to dig into that. So anyway, not showing any of the content from Scott's bass lessons today, but this lesson, well, it is the content from it, but I'm not going to show the actual lesson document. But this lesson was basically a combination of the other lessons, right? So the other lessons were specifically around working with the different positions. So as a quick review, the first one would be playing the one, the three, and then the five. So basically a triangle in that shape. The next one would be playing the one, the three, down one, back one, and then the five over a few. So um, that was the second one, and then the third one was going backwards and down. Aye, that one. All right. So this is combining all three of those shapes, and so um, the last lesson that I put up, we were sticking within the first 5 frets. Well, now this one was actually 5 to 9. So that kind of changes things up a little bit because we did so much on this part of the neck that I was so used to playing C here. Well, now I actually have to come down here and play C here. But as I've said time and time again, this is a phenomenal course. Like if it comes up again, I can't stress enough that if you don't know your neck, like in and out, like I don't know if there's a better way to learn how to actually navigate your fretboard. So the idea of me having to stick in between these and be able to play the same thing over and over has been great. I've loved it. I feel way more confident in playing on this neck. I can actually tell you what notes are, you know, without having to go E, F, F sharp, G, and having to think through that. Like I can actually pinpoint notes now, and I'm still learning. I'm not there yet, but this is just module one. There's like 16 more or something. I don't even know. There's a bunch of them. You know, so there's like 21 weeks total. So maybe it's 21 modules, but it's 21 weeks total, and I'm going to be doing this for like the next year, and that is perfectly fine with me because by the time I'm finished with that, I should be able to fully play across this entire neck. So What I'm going to do today in terms of playing is I'm going to play within here. I'm actually going to do this twice. So I'm going to do it with the one bar, and it's going to be one bar, 110 beats per minute. But I've been practicing at the 140 beats per minute. I'm going to try that out, see how it goes. It was a little bit rough yesterday, but I was able to actually get through it, which was phenomenal because if you go back to my first one, when I was trying to do Scots based lessons, uh, I sucked at it. It was bad. I was just like, I couldn't figure out where I was going. Like it was rough. All right, so here is one bar, 110 beats per minute. Let's see how well we can do this. All right, finished on time this time. Last recording, I was a little bit off on my time. Um, I have to learn to shut my brain down because I start thinking through random life things. So these random life things just pop into my head, and so I started thinking about something I needed to do for my mom, and I ended up jumping over here to the D when I was supposed to be coming to the B. But cool, cool. All right. So as you can see, if you've been following any of my progress, you can see that I was able to move with this way better than I did on past episodes or past. I'm so used to podcasting. On past recordings. So that was 110 beats per minute. So now let's go to 140. Aye. Hold up. Let me actually get a little more volume. A little more volume here. Felt like it was a little bit low on the last one. So let me tweak this so you can hear the bass just a little bit better. All right. Otra vez. Already messed Dang it. Ah. So I definitely had some mistakes on there. Um, but the mistakes weren't me not knowing where to go. I started slipping a little bit on my hands. If you heard that one boom, there was just like a ring because I slipped and hit the wrong string. But you see, I'm getting a little bit better at the 140. So that means I'm able to move a little bit faster, which is just completely awesome. Kind of makes me start feeling like I'm actually a little bit of a musician. Maybe. I'm ready to gig though. Who got the gig? Somebody? Anybody got a recording album they putting out? Come on, baby, I'm ready. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. We out.